The star of Superman says his Superman was Tom Welling and is Tom Welling. That's his Superman. He grew up watching Smallville. So for him, that's the bar he's got to live up to. And you know what? That's a high bar because, let's be real. He's literally the actor with the most time spent playing Clark Kent. So, yeah, there's definitely a expectation there, right? So I think mostly everybody knows Smallville. It was a Superman series that started in the early 2000s and ended in the early 2010s. It literally paved the way for everything comic book today in live action. Some people will say it didn't. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It literally was the series. It proved that you could push some of these visual effects on TV at the time. And while they don't really hold up today, still, what they were doing with that series with a cheaper budget when it started on the WB and then changed over to the CW is just astonishing. And it makes sense that somebody like our latest Superman, David, that he grew up on it. And that's what he recently said in an interview. For him, it's all about living up to being Tom Welling Superman. He grew up watching that version. That's his Superman. That was the Superman of his formative years. And he hopes to do Superman justice. And, you know, this is one of those respect things. And when you get an actor that's actually somebody that dug into Superman and knows the character and stuff, you want to hear what version of the character is their favorite. Much like any Batman or anything like that. And then you start to understand maybe when and how that character was important to them in their life and things like that. And it makes sense, you know, like literally for a decade, if you wanted Superman, Smallville was it. And yeah, you had Superman Returns in there around like what, season 5 or 6 or something. I can't remember anymore. But that didn't set the world on fire. But Smallville continued and they got the ability to do more things and the story got longer and they got more villains and, you know, ultimately the series ended. And it literally paved the way for the whole Arrowverse and what Marvel was doing with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything. So it's a pretty important piece of pop culture, especially DC pop culture. And knowing that the new Superman is like, you know what? Yeah, that was me. I was one of those fans. And now I get to play Superman. I hope I do it justice for a whole new generation. Yeah, that's a pretty Superman thing to say, if you ask me. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.